Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. This video is kind of gonna go over what the 2020 has been for Minnesota sports so far. Let's start with the Vikings. I mean, the Vikings kind of started off a bit bumpy, because the defense wasn't looking that good. I mean, Justin Jefferson was beating him though. But so far, the 2020s right now, the Vikings have made the playoffs twice. And before that, we had Mike Zimmer as head coach, but we fired him after 2021. Brought in Kevin O'Connell, which I think is a really good coach. And so far, we've made the playoffs twice, and I guarantee you Kevin O'Connell will bring a Super Bowl. It probably might be this year or next year. We'll see. As for the Timberwolves, I mean, they had a terrible two years, but then Anthony Edwards came along, and then you had D'Angelo Russell and Karl-Anthony Towns with us, and we made the playoffs in 2022. Then we got Rudy Gobert, which 2023, not the best, but we made the 8th seed, though, in the play-in tournament round. But we lost to the Nuggets in the first round. Then 2023, 2024, well, we looked really, really good, to be honest, though. The Timberwolves were the 3rd seed, swept the Phoenix Suns, then went on to play Denver in the second round, and then beat Denver in 7 games, which shocked the entire world. Then we lost to the Mavericks in the Western Conference Finals. Yeah. And then we traded Karl-Anthony Towns to the Knicks, which we got Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo in return. I mean, I was a little bit mad about it. I mean, Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo were a little bit bumpy in Minnesota in the beginning, but then, for the first half, Minnesota was kind of regressing. But then in the second half, they did a lot better than anyone expected them to be. Yeah. Then we were in the 6th seed, and we played the Lakers and probably would be eliminated. But wait a minute. Something felt different this time. The Lakers couldn't beat Minnesota. You had Luka Doncic, you had King James. What happened? What happened? So the Timberwolves won in 5 games against the Lakers, and then when we played Golden State, they didn't have Steph Curry for the next couple games, and we won in 5 games against them. Draymond cried, Jimmy tried, Curry sidelined, Wolves in 5, and then we played OKC and lost to them. But the future is bright for the Timberwolves, though. So, yeah. And as for the Wild, I mean, we've made the playoffs 3 or 4 times right now. But we haven't won a playoff series since 2015 so far. And we need to make the Western Conference Finals for the first time since 2003. That's all we need to do. And hopefully win a Stanley Cup, but at least Kaprizov is him. But I don't know, we're just kind of a banged up Wild team. And as for the Twins, well, we made the playoffs in 2020, then lost to the Astros, which they were cheaters. And then we had a bad 2 years. And then 2023, everything happened. Royce Lewis, Max Kepler, and you also had Pablo Lopez, Sonny Gray, Oriol Polanco, with everyone else with us. The Twins were the 3rd seed of the American League, and we're facing the Toronto Blue Jays in the wild card. Not the Yankees this time, and not the Astros this time, but we'll get to that later. The Twins in Game 1, it was Pablo Lopez versus Kevin Gausman. And what happened with Royce Lewis? He hit 2 home runs in that game and helped the Twins win 3-1. And ending the 18 playoff game losing streak, winning their first playoff game since 2004. Then the next game, we played against Jose Barrios, who used to be a Twin, by the way. Did you all forget about that? Yeah, you probably might have did. And guess what happened? They pulled Jose Barrios out of the game and replaced him with a relief pitcher, and guess what happened? Carlos Correa and the Twins, along with everybody else on the Twins, Won the game 2-0. And like that, the series belonged to the Twins and winning their first playoff series win since 2002. And that's Minnesota United. I don't really pay attention to soccer, but go Minnesota United. Okay, so that's it so far for the 2020 so far. Yeah, and that's it for this video for Minnesota Sports. So, yeah, take care. Have a good day.